Hello, hello, welcome to yet another deck demonstration video. Today we're looking at Aggro Druid. I am joined by Joe and Martin. The three of us are here. We're very excited. How are you guys doing?
I'm so excited!
Wow, when I said bring the energy, Martin, I thought...
It's lucky to bring the energy, not bring the noise, because then I'd probably just hit the mic a few times.
Yeah, true. You are good at that. But, I thought you were going to dial it up to maybe 11. Seems like you went to 15.
Yeah.
All right.
All the way.
Aggro Druid. We'll get the deck list up right here, right now. Tell you what, I haven't actually played this deck yet, but I'm surprised it's called Aggro Druid and it's got Dr. Boom in it. This curves all the way up to 7.
Dr. Boom's aggro.
Dr. Boom's aggro.
I don't even think Dr. Boom's that bad when you have an aggro deck. It's obviously the higher end of aggro, because there's not a lot of charger stuff. It's like low end aggro. It's not face hunter. That's like the peak of going face with everything straight away. But something can still be aggro while slightly into the mid game of that. But you also have to remember you're playing Druid with double innovate. That Dr. Boom isn't necessarily a 7. That boom could be a turn 4 Dr. Boom or something.
That's very true. And also Tempo Mage gets described as an aggressive deck, and that's got Dr. Boom in it, and it's just about curving out very well. In fact, like Tempo decks in general usually get described as kind of being aggressive as well. So
if you get a Darnassus Aspirant off that sticks on turn 2, then you've got 3 mana, you have like double innovate into Dr. Boom or something like that. You can have some, or innovate coin even, I think at that point it will go into Dr. Boom. So it's,
Mm-hmm.
And if you get it, it's like any Druid deck. I think you do need, when you have the innovate, especially this doesn't have any card draw, you need some kind of payoff. Like the other payoffs being Fel Reaver, which is even easier to do as 5 mana 8/8. Obviously, it's got the downside, but it doesn't matter if you get that out super quickly with innovate and you start hitting their face.
Well, yeah. In fact, I think Fel Reaver is the big thing in this deck that you wouldn't necessarily normally see in a Druid deck, and it's important to say that it's an aggressive deck. The reason Fel Reaver works in aggressive decks is, number one, it costs 5 mana and it's an 8/8. It's a lot of stats for 5 mana. Obviously, it's got the downside of discarding your cards, but in an aggressive deck, you don't really care about that, because most of the time, once you've seen sort of 15 cards of your deck or so, you've either won or you're going to lose. So it's pretty much all right.
The other reason Dr. Boom is really good in aggressive decks is because since you're playing generally a lot more lower mana cost things, and your opponent is kind of spending a lot of resources generally removing them, by the time you get to Dr. Boom, he's often a lot harder to deal with. Plus, it synergizes pretty well with Savage Roar.
Yeah. That's the thing.
3 bodies.
They spend all their effort killing Dr. Boom off and they go, oh, he's only got 2 boom bots. And they're like, yeah, but now they're 3 1s.
Yeah, all of a sudden that's 6 damage instead of...
Now my combo is not 14 damage anymore, it's 20 damage.
Yeah. Okay. What else is... Like, Leper Gnomes, obviously, you don't often see in Druid, but this is an aggressive deck, so they're just an extra couple of 1-drops to try and get you that board control nice and early. Druid of the Saber.
Druid of the Saber, got charge or got stealth. Shade, the same thing. It can sit there, it's going to grow. You can start hitting with it, and if they don't get rid of it, it's going to get bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm. Joe, you were about to say something?
Sorry.
I was just going to say that, like, similar to other Druid decks, well, basically every Druid deck, except maybe Ramp or something, that you're trying to get your opponent to 14 health for your Savage Roar combo. So Leper Gnome kind of helps chip off that bit of extra health to get you.
It just does it a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
We're just going to say the quick proviso of we haven't played a huge amount of this deck. We are quite new to this as well, but we're going to showcase it a little bit here, have some fun, play some games, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it and quite possibly learn something. We're at rank 13, 0 stars. Let's see what we can do with 3 games. I'm queuing in, guys, so if you want to spectate, get involved. If you don't want to spectate, why are you making this video with me?
The interesting thing is the Knife Juggler, actually.
I think that works well with things like Living Roots and that, and like having some 1-drops. Unless it's Absent as well.
I mean, it's always kind of a good value card anyway, even if you're only playing it with one other creature. Mm-hmm. And it's also kind of pseudo-taunt as well.
So,
right.
This is the question. Are we going to keep the Savage Combatant? Is this Innovate Coin Savage Combatant turn 1 when they probably don't have a 4 damage removal spell? And
it is a Warlock.
anything they play, like on the first few turns, we hero power it off and then hit them for 5.
No, this is Innervate Fel Reaver.
Okay, so we toss the Savage Combatant then and hope for a 1-drop.
Yeah.
Okay, I do agree with Joe here as well. I see why you're not going to keep the Savage Combatant.
Really
it's an interesting point. Yeah, it is an interesting point.
If we didn't have Fel Reaver, then yeah, could have gone with the Combatant instead.
But now we can turn to Fel Reaver, which seems like a pretty good play.
And against aggro, possibly
a 1-drop
aggro,
would be nice, but nope. Yeah, I mean, this looks like it's Zoo. I hear Savich has been playing Zoo and making it popular again, which I'm quite happy about because I love Zoo. So I might have to have a look at some of those deck lists, and maybe we can talk about that next week. I don't think we've actually spoken about Zoo.
There's a few different decks that are coming back, I guess, just because of patron nerf as well.
I kind of feel that him having that taunt is like the worst possible thing that could have happened for us, though. Do we actually change our plan, or do we just go for it, I suppose?
No, because he has to expend so much to deal with it.
Yeah, so we're
just hate buying him a turn.
That's fine.
Now
like,
he's got evaporate.
He's got 2 damage on board, but I don't know. This is where he has a big game hunter, and we just go, "Oh, that was a lot invested into nothing."
We've got 24 cards in our deck. Not for long. Oh my god, he's got a second one. Oh, we could have really done with that one. Oh, and there's the other one.
Oh well.
I'm just saying, I wanted Savage Combatant first turn. Alright, we've got a Shade. The Shade's good.
Yeah, we're going to run the Shade out here as well, because actually that gives us a lot of power on board.
And we have either Keeper the Grove. Oh, well, yeah, either Keeper the Grove, Shredder, or Knife Juggler Druid. The Saber for next turn.
Well, if he hasn't got another taunt, we're going to be doing 8 damage to his face. Oh, so much for him not having a taunt.
No, that's actually a hell of a lot better with the Keeper of the Grove. We can silence we can silence the Haunted Creeper here, which is the best thing to do. It's more about, it's annoying that that's gone up to having 4 health, because now we can't kill it and then we can't run many damages into his face, which would have been nice. I think you're right. That is our best play. We've not got anything else. So
do we want to keep the Shade stealth then? Rather than, yeah, I guess there's not much point. Oh no, that's silence. Never mind, ignore me.
Yeah, I mean,
we want to keep the Shade stealth, otherwise he can...
Because like, he's not going to deal with it. We're going to go face, aren't we, with it?
No, just keep his board clear.
Okay. Yeah, we leave him with a 1/2 on board, because otherwise...
Yeah, I'm just worried about
otherwise it's an easy way.
Mortal Coil value, but yeah.
Yeah, but Mortal Coil values... If he had a Mortal Coil, he'd probably use it on the Fel Reaver anyway.
Got a power overwhelming or something.
Can you just imagine if we actually had 6 damage to face? 16 damage to face, I mean. So we started with 24 cards, we're down to 10.
Oh god.
We're down to 7.
Oh no.
And there's our other Force of Nature.
Oh.
We're down to 6.
We did pretty much get wrecked by those 2 taunts. There wasn't a lot we could do.
But that's the kind of the problem. I don't know. That's what I almost like. I prefer the Savage Combatant, just because if it's Zoo, you're just going to clear everything every turn and keep hitting.
Well, no. Even if that was his one only taunt, that would have been much better. It was the second one that absolutely wrecked us. As long as that Fel Reaver's hitting face, it doesn't really matter how many cards you discard.
It's all good.
To a certain extent.
Dr. Boom. In fact, we've thinned our deck so we get Dr. Boom.
I think we have. I think we have to swipe.
Do we hit it and then swipe the 3/2 so that we kill everything? I don't know. I don't think we want to swipe here. I think
what do you want to do? You can't Knife Juggler. You could just pile to Shredder, I suppose.
We could Shredder and kill his 3/2.
Yeah, that seems like the best thing.
Yeah, and then we go face with the Shade.
Yeah.
Swipe does give a bit of reach and a bit of comeback potential.
Alright.
I feel he should have killed the Shade there, because now we can just quite easily kill his Lothar, but do we want to just start pushing for face damage here?
Yeah.
Well,
We've got 5 cards left in our deck.
With the stuff there.
And Savage Combatant as well.
Yeah, so we're going to Savage Combatant to kill his 2/2, right? And then we're just going to go...
everything.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Let him do the trading.
Were you going to do Savage Combatant, Hero Power, and all go face? Or you took... Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think Joe's right. Like we're turn 6 and we've got like next to no face damage.
We might draw Druid the Claw.
Well, we've thinned our deck so much. We've got Druid the Claw, Doctor Boom, Druid the Saber, and 2 Denessus Aspirants left.
Yeah.
We've got a swipe in hand. Remember, so he's at an effective 5. And if this is, like, can he clear his board? I don't think he can clear the board. We only need 5 damage to get through. In less than that, because we've got Hero Power, we've got Druid the Saber, and we've got Swipe, which is 7. So you need 2 damage. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, there's Druid of the Claw.
Got all the ways to win.
Right, okay, we're all good. What?
Try to attack first.
Oh,
Yeah.
the boom bots. That could have been really embarrassing.
It kills our Druid. Oh, phew. I was just looking at it. As soon as you pulled that swipe out, that's what I was like. No, what are you doing?
The panic.
This is how videos get onto Reddit. Oh, good plan, Max. This is how videos get onto Reddit. I like it. Well done.
I thought it was just the spectate client doing the wrong order.
Nope. That was me swiping and not thinking about the boom bots. I was too excited about winning the game. I won the game. Alright, so I guess we probably keep the shade here as well. Toss the swipe. Oh, I don't know. Do we keep the swipe against Priest? Because he's going to have high health minions.
Wait, 4 mana is a long way away.
Yeah, but we can toss the shade if we want to throw something back.
I want to toss the shade. In my
We've got a turn 1 play.
Yeah.
We keep Living Roots. We keep that as 2/1/1s because what's the priest going to do with 2/1/1s on turn 1?
Well, he's going to play Cleric.
And laugh at us.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Actually, no, we're going first. So if he played Cleric, we could actually kill it with Hero Power, which gives us a...
true, actually.
So yeah, so throw the swipe, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, I'll chuck the swipe. Okay, Force of Nature is also good to have. Although we do have 2 in the deck.
And we get it back again.
Yay! Great, so yeah, if he plays Cleric, we just get to remove it with Hero Power when we're happy.
2-drop would be nice, please.
Yes, off the top 1 time.
Yep.
No, not this time. Not this time. Well, we had to do 3 damage to face, which actually is pretty good for turn 2 as an aggressive deck. Of course, he's probably just going to heal back up to...
If he plays a... we're in more trouble if he plays the 2/4. Oh, it just heals. That's good. Okay, now we can shade of Nax.
No, he changed his mind.
Oh.
Well, that's all right as well. We just killed that. I don't know, Joe. You're king of the aggro. Do you think we?
So there's 2 choices. Do we run one thing
trade?
in Hero Power and put a Lepinone down, or do we play a Shade?
Or do we just go face of everything and play a shade?
No, at the start, I definitely clear when you've got an easy clear. But
So,
are we going to
do we want the
Lepinome or...
shade or do we want the Lepinome? Yeah, shade or Lepinome, Joe? What do you think?
probably just shade. Although,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know actually.
All right, let's go with the other play. We'll see how it plays out because we're not sure.
Yeah.
I find when we're not sure, it's always good to go with the one that seems less obvious at first. Because putting a shade on board is obviously really powerful for the way that you're used to playing Druid, but maybe in a more aggressive deck, actually getting the Lepinome out there is even better.
Light of the Naru.
In the light's name.
Yes, your turn is finished.
Okay, so
Unless he wants to circle.
And with swipe we can clear, but we're left with nothing on board. But do we have anything better? I guess we could keeper the 1/2 and then just go face.
Two.
We could see with his hero power. Whenever it's unlikely that the Injured Blade Master is going to come down into swipe range. I mean, it might do.
They might buff it up next turn as well.
Mm.
We've got Force of Nature Savage Roar. We kind of need to try and
Get him
start
down.
getting some kind of damage on him as well as the thing. Could just keep and kill his 1/2 and go face.
Okay.
Nothing's great, really.
No, I think I was thinking that maybe what would have been better is actually just running Leponome in to kill that and play the Shade, because then it's going to be out of Holy Nova range for the turn after.
Yeah, that could have been good too.
And then we've got the combo there, and that's just going to grow. We don't need to unstealth it.
We might just have to risk that next turn anyway.
And we probably will. I mean, he's probably going to kill the 2/4, heal it, and we're going to be back to where we were.
Yeah. Well, he might not. He might use all of his mana to actually play a minion.
How many fingers do you see?
Like that.
I mean, he's probably got Light
Nah.
Bomb anyway, so the Shade is
That's
He
true.
might.
not necessarily going to live.
Oh, he's got circle.
Get wrecked.
Well, we can kill his thing with swipe.
We have to, because that's going to kill us. He's going to be slowly getting more. If we don't kill that, it's going to be a 7 attack next turn. And we'll not be able to outrace it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, next
chip
turn
away.
we can do another 3 damage to his face.
It gets a taunt.
Is this
Oh, he's gonna heal his
In a
face.
fire
Wow,
priest.
did he just go face?
I don't even mind if I was him going
Okay.
face. Like, he's like ahead on the race by a long way now.
It's probably Inner Fire Priest as well. He's probably going to turn that guy into something huge.
I think we just have to
We have to risk it. At
that
this
savage
point, surely.
combatant and go face with stuff. We haven't got another, like, we can't kill it, so. Well, I mean, we technically can, but we kind of lose. Oh no, we couldn't even. We'd still be 2 damage off, because we have 1 mana off or 2 damage off to force the Nature Living Roots to run everything in. And that just seems like we're getting more and more away from the realm where we actually win the game.
Yeah. Well, if he turns out to be in a fire priest and he's just gonna like do a ridiculous amount of damage to us right now. Okay, he's not.
Let me change your
Oh, that really hurts us.
Shade, hero power.
Shade, Darnassus, Living Roots, and get all the things. Oh no, wait, we want creatures for turn 8, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shade. Well, no, you could probably Shade, Darnassus, hero power.
I'm thinking about living
We
rootsing
need to
his
survive.
face for 2
We need to
damage.
survive 2 more. We need to survive. He's going to have 2 attacks at us. At the minute, he's doing 12 damage to us. So he'll put something else down. He'll kill us in those 2 turns. Because with the Shade on the board, we will be able to
Kill him.
Kill
So
him.
we need to put stuff down.
Yeah,
And also
Shade. Put the Shade in the Darnassus and hero power his face, I think, is the way to go. Because we can always Living Roots his face next turn if we needed to. He's probably going to Holy Nova though, but
Well, it's our only play. You're right. Like, it's really weak to Holy Nova, but there's a chance he hasn't got it.
How many fingers do you see?
yeah, well, not with that, he
Okay.
doesn't. If we drew an Innovate now, we win. If he doesn't play a Taunt here,
Innovate would be very nice, but we'll see what
I
we
think
get.
it's
What do
already
we
out.
get?
I
What
think
do we
we have
get?
to do it. I think we have to do it now.
Innovate off the top. Innovate off the top. Oh, it's a Leponome.
he's going to be able to do 19 damage, isn't he?
Are we dead?
We can do 11 damage.
Well, you're going to have to... Yeah, I don't know. Clear with like Force of Nature, Living Roots. At least his like... Or even just clear his 6/5 with Force of Nature.
Well, we can clear his 6/5 with Living Roots and the Shade, but
we need to keep the Shade. And then hope to draw into second Force of Nature.
Yeah. I think we can still Leponome.
So we kill the 6/5 with this, right?
Yeah. No.
Huh?
Okay.
Why? What would you have killed?
I'd have possibly killed the 5/7.
How?
Keep the Living Roots then.
That would involve running your face onto it.
I know.
With the living roots. No, I was going to keep the Living Roots as 2 damage.
Like we're still going to have, if he doesn't put a taunt down, we're still going to have the out of drawing a Force of Nature.
Oh yeah, but
I mean, we've got 6 damage on board plus 6. We've got 12, 15 damage. We have.
Sounds like your daughter doesn't fancy our chances.
Force of Nature, please. No.
Nope, don't ask this aspirant. Oh well, never mind.
We have to play to the win, really, anyway.
Yeah, well, from my experience of aggro decks, apart from Face Hunter, Priest is always a bad matchup. They just get.
I know.
They just get.
She was just upset about how many outs we had and we never drew them.
Oh god. It's just
very upset.
I find against Priest as an aggro deck, apart from Face Hunter, where you just are able to do so much damage, it's just like they get to turn 5 and they clear your board and you just lose, and they've had infinite value of using like 1 high health minion that they keep healing to just keep your board as clear as they possibly can.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Like, Face Hunter's pretty much the only aggro deck that can kind of do well against Priest, in my experience. I might be wrong. If anybody else out there's got some different ideas, leave a message in the comments and let us know. But that is just my experience.
If we had piloted Shredder, for example, it's hard for them to remove. Could have done a lot more damage, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. We could have drawn a little bit better, but...
Yeah.
Well, like I said, we had a number of turns where we had an out that won us the game. We had an Innovate that won us the game. Then we had a Force of Nature that won us the game. Like, sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Having multiple turns where you have an out that wins the game adds up.
I think we keep the Knife Juggler, and I suppose we probably want to keep the Fel Reaver as well. Do we? Would you keep the Fel Reaver without Innovate in hand?
Yeah. I'd like to guarantee to have it on turn 5.
Okay.
Especially with
the coin, because you can play on turn 4 as well.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got Living Roots into Knife Juggler at the moment.
I'd almost play Knife Juggler.
Oh, because then you can Living Roots the next turn for 2 juggles. Yeah, that is pretty good. Has Paladin got a way of dealing with a Knife Juggler on turn 2?
Not really.
Yeah, it does. It's called
Minibot.
Shielding Minibot, yeah.
I guess you'd have to hit both juggles on it then, wouldn't you? That wouldn't be great. Yeah, maybe that wouldn't.
Yeah, no. I think both juggles doesn't even do it.
Yeah, both juggles leaves it as a 2-1.
I had the same conundrum beforehand.
I mean, you'd hit it with Living Roots. Oh no, you don't hit it because you're using it to...
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Still,
yeah, maybe
I kind of feel like...
wait.
You put down the... Yeah, just put down the 2/1/1s probably.
Okay, we'll put down the 2/1/1s.
Then we can Knife Juggler into Pilot Shredder into Pilot Shredder.
Yeah.
Or
don't play Minibot.
Or if he plays a Minibot, we can actually kill the Minibot. With Hero Power. And then we've got Pilot Shredder.
That is true. Does he not have Minibot? Whoa, he doesn't have Minibot. What is going on? Alright, so I guess we're going to play the juggler and we're going to trade for the and then 1 damage to face. Seems okay.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, 1 damage to face. The aggro deck is on its way. We've done 1 damage to face on turn 2. It's all good.
I want damage. That's a minion.
Death by 1,000 cuts. We're all over this.
That's the Golden Knife Juggler always hits its juggles.
This is true. The Golden Knife
That'd be
Juggler has done me
amazing.
well. It's one of the first golden cards that I ever got in my Golden Knife Juggler. This might be why I loved Zoo so much.
Oh, that's pretty good for us.
That is really good for us. Okay. Notice I killed first before playing minions, just because we don't want unnecessary juggles.
Unnecessary card draw.
Yeah, well, especially in that case, unnecessary card draw. I hadn't even considered the unnecessary card draw, Joe. It's a good thing you're here. I literally was just like, we don't want the juggle to hit it, because then that's 1 wasted damage.
Yep, that's pretty good for us.
Consecrate is great for us.
Yeah, he killed 1.5 cards.
We pretty much still want to play Shredder here.
It's not. To be honest, it's not even 1.5 because kind of killing the half of it, like actually killing the Shredder is half a card almost. Maybe 2/3, I suppose.
Yeah. This is true. And we got Fel Reaver next turn. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Ah! Give me something that can kill it. Okay, that's alright.
Well, we can charge as well if we want.
Oh, hold
Or
on. I
that,
think,
that might be better.
yeah, I think things just got changed. Maybe I think you kill with that. You use the 2/3 to kill the other one, and you play your shade down,
Yeah.
or even play the Savage Combatant. No, the shade's probably better.
Unless he has second consecrate.
Yeah, but I don't think you can necessarily go around a
But it's more
second.
mana efficient to play the Savage Combatant.
But that's also
It's-
that's True Silver. That's problems with True Silver as well, though.
Well, that's
It's
alright.
pretty
He
mana
smacks it with
efficient
two
to
silver.
play
Yeah,
the.
that's
It's pretty mana efficient to play the Fel Reaver as well.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have an 8/8 and a 4/2 on the board.
Yeah, but you
and
have
a
to
4/2.
remember, like, if you go for the Living Roots, we've cleared his stuff. We've actually kept all of our stuff alive, which we won't do the other way, and we'll have a 5 attack minion that gives us a bonus to attack. It's almost an extra 8 itself.
Okay, fair enough.
Unleash
And
the
it's like,
beast.
if he wants to use True Silver to
Like,
kill it, then he's taking 3 damage to face anyway. So
Yeah,
it's
well,
all good.
we've got 14 damage without hero power next turn as it is.
Yeah, so he's going to take 3 damage from the Savage Combatant.
Like Sean
Which
Connery
is still
as
good.
a bear. That's what he sounds like. Unleash the beast. But I can't do the
Unleash the
accent.
beast.
Oh,
Oh,
we
of course, and it heals. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, poor guy. My greetings.
I think we just charge in the.
Yeah, I was thinking about charging the Druid of the Claw. Joe, how do you feel about charging the Druid of the Claw?
This looks like a deck. His deck, as it is, with Acolytes of Pain, is a kind of deck that looks like he could have a big game hunter. So I'm much happier just.
I'd save the charge. Especially
Really?
you can charge in hero power next turn.
What?
But what do we do instead?
Fel Reaver.
If he big game hunters that, it's really bad. Like if we charge in, we put him to 6. At 8 effective with this thing, but he still has to clear the board, and we've got 10 power on it.
Yeah,
And we've got-
it is fine, really.
And we've got 2 damage from hand as well with the keeper.
Okay, well
I
that's
think before he puts down a taunt, before he puts down a sludge belcher or something.
Well, taunt doesn't matter because we've got keeper.
Yeah, but we can't play the charge and the keeper.
Yeah.
okay. Let's see what happens. We went with the charge.
But I mean, if we had
He's-
Fel Reaver down and then he taunted, still be able to get through.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. We would still be able to get through. Well, look, he's 1 mana away from Lay on Hands. I kind of feel like this is the time to put the pressure on because he can't heal up.
Yeah.
There is no taunt or heal.
No.
No.
Murloc is there. Oh god, and that heals him as well. Oh, this little guy's done us proud, this Shadow Boxer. Boxer?
Botched it.
Botcher.
Okay, so what do we feel about this deck then? What's our summing up?
I've quite enjoyed playing it. I mean, I enjoy talking and I enjoy winning, and we won 2 and lost 1. But
We won. These words are difficult today.
I know, we're about to
Use your
start
words.
recording a podcast and I can't even talk properly. Amazing. I want to play this deck some more. I've quite enjoyed it. I think it's cool. There is actually some decisions to be made in it, which is always interesting, as opposed to the usual aggressive decks where there is decisions to be made, but those decisions are more around what do I play as opposed to how do I trade. And I prefer the how do I trade thinking. I mean, what about you guys?
Yeah, I think it's quite fun. I think it's a good deck. I'm going to play this a bit more.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Yeah. There's probably a lot of other
Alrighty.
stuff that we didn't get to see either, like early Jude of the Saber, ramping the deck up quickly.
You
Like even the games we
Dynasty
won,
Assassin?
the draws weren't that amazing, I guess. Although I just think it could have even better turns, like even better draws.
Yeah, we didn't have any crazy turns.
It seemed decent anyway, even with average draw.
Okay, well, we'll talk about this more on the podcast, so be sure to listen to episode 39 if you want to hear our deeper thoughts on this, and we'll be back soon with a new video. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. We do a Hearthstone podcast every Thursday. Find us via the links in the description.